birdied 16 to par 3, so I give Sergio credit for having the guts to do that. Tiger in the middle of the fairway now on 18. We'll see how that moves it along as we take you home here. Zach Johnson had a good day today. He's won this tournament before. Zach at -2. Zach's won 2 majors, if I'm not mistaken. He won a British Open and he won a Masters, right? So he's good for him today. Here's Adam Anwid. Ooh, what? Yeah, I thought the same thing. He's at -2. Second shot on 15. Here's the sort of guy you never heard of. Well, I've heard of him, but, I don't know that much about him. Watch him have a good tournament, and he just hit a very good shot on 15. He would be putting for eagle on the green, so there's a chance for him to get to at least 3 under, and away we go. So, your leaderboard is what it is. I mean, is it unbelievable? There's no Spieth, there's no McIlroy, there's no Tiger. It's not, Dustin Johnson's not there on the leaderboard. Jason Day had a bad day today. Here's Hoffman now. Charlie's on 15. Charlie leads the tournament with Stenson. This is his second shot. It's a par 5. He has to play dog-legged right to left. Let's see what he does here. He left it on the right side. He will have to chip up, so he's going to have a very difficult up and down. So Charlie has a chance, probably if at best, to par that hole. So we'll keep an eye on that. Here is Robert in New Canaan, Connecticut, and he says hello, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Bob, welcome. How are you today, pal? Okay.
Christopher, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Always a pleasure, Robert, to talk to you. Let me hear now. What do you have for me?
A couple things on the Masters I want to talk to you about. Sergio and then your buddy Grant. First off, Sergio looked like he had a little bit of a moment from Tin Cup, but you got to give Weiskopf even less credit because he was 10 over on the hole and Sergio was only 8 over on the hole. And if you think for a second, Mr. I Love Travel Stories, that Sergio's hanging around after his round ends tomorrow, as opposed to hopping on his plane and going to wherever he has a house in the United States, hanging there until midday Sunday, and flying back to put that green jacket on, Christopher,
I'm not so sure if he's going to do that. I don't think he will. I think Sergio, I don't know that, but I think, and by the way, Dustin Johnson's +2 on a 6th hole, so a bad start for him. I don't think so. I think that you will see Sergio stick around. He's not going to get out. No, tomorrow. He's going to play in the afternoon tomorrow, so he's not going to get out of there to sit.
He'll play in the morning because he's playing right now.
No, but he's almost done with the round, though. He's on 17, so I mean, he must have started at 11 o'clock. He started at 10:54.
I'll bet you a buck he doesn't spend the whole weekend there. But let me get to your.
Well, it's only a day and a half. Where are you going to go for a day and a half? Or why would you leave? That doesn't make any sense. He's got a rented house. He might as well just stick around. I mean, why would you get on a plane, get home midnight on Friday, and come back Sunday afternoon? You're home for a day. It doesn't make any sense.
He's flying on a G5, dog, and he's got a little baby with him.
I'm not sure if has his wife had that baby yet? I know his wife's pregnant. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes, they had the baby. So your buddy Grant, is that his first trip to Augusta?
That is Grant Napier's first trip to Augusta, and he did it via the red-eye Phoenix, Atlanta, Augusta to Memphis at 7:40 tonight from Atlanta. I think he leaves Augusta at 7:40. So I don't know how far How far is the airport from the golf course? 20 minutes?
20, 25. Yeah. I mean, the problem is that getting out of that golf course and getting to the airport, and I only know this because I finally got there last year for the first time. Traffic, it's not traffic, it's a parking lot that just happens to be pointing in the same direction. So he's going to have to give himself a lot more than 20.
What time does he have to leave today?
He's got to give himself a solid hour to get to that airport.
So he's got to leave it about 5:30. All right. Now, is it?
Having said that, he will get plenty of enjoyment out of it.
Well, that's the next question. Do you get enough out of he got there probably at 10:30, all right? He landed at 9. He probably an hour got himself organized. He probably got there about 10:30. Is 10:30 to 5:30 only time in? Is that enough time to get the experience?
Absolutely, because if he had someone coach him on how to do it, he's going to be great because you can go anywhere you want on that course. And you can set a chair down, okay, and that chair never gets moved. So if you pick a spot that you just want to watch a lot of players come through, you can watch them for a while, get up and walk around for a while, get up and enjoy the incredibly cheap and unbelievably good food and drink, and go back in your chair, sitting there, and you can watch some more action while you're eating your pimento.
Would you, Tiger's second shot on 18 is above the hole in the fringe. He will not par. He will not birdie the hole. Would you prefer? There's so many people there. I would prefer to walk and follow people. Now you can't see him putt in that situation because you can't get close enough. But you could see their first two shots. Would you prefer? Well, no. Would you prefer to follow the golfers walking, or would you prefer hanging out at a specific spot?
Okay, well, I will tell you this. I've been going to tournaments my whole life, and last year I finally got to Augusta for the first time. And what I have always done my whole life, even in the post-Tiger era, is, and you can't do this at any other tournament, which is why Augusta is so special, I would go in the morning, which is what I did last year on the Friday round, put my chair down, and then I would go find a couple of guys who nobody knows about and follow them around and watch them play the course, because believe it or not, you can get close enough to really get a sense of what it's, A, the course is like, and B, what it's like to play.
And then what do? You go back to your chair later on in the day?
You can go back to your chair, and
nobody's going to take your chair? Nobody, even if you're not sitting in it, nobody's going to take your chair and move it?
Never moves, never budges an inch, no matter where you leave it. And then you can go back and find two other guys who are, not high up on the Q rating, and follow the next 6 holes if you want. Grab a bite to eat and go back and sit in your chair for a while and watch some of the. I mean, you could put your chair there, come back when Tiger's getting ready to play the hole, and the chair's still sitting there empty, Chris.
Wow.
It's a remarkable. So for Grant to do what he did is one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Yeah,
Grant, I give Grant all the credit in the world. We got to get Grant on. We'll have a conversation with Grant about how he put it together here, because I'm fascinated by that. Good shot by Fleischman on number 18. He will birdie that hole. Now he's about 3 feet away, so Fleischman will end up at 3 under par. Tiger's getting a good ovation walking up the 18th fairway right now. He will, again, I think he's going to end up par here and end up at 73. 19 in front of the hour. Lots to do. Calls in a sec. We continue. Don't go away.